Janet, her mother-in-law, barged in as usual, no knocking, no ringing the bell, and apparently no sense of shame either. She sat down in the armchair and started talking. "The daughter of my friend, you know, that Lily, she's pregnant. From your husband." Olivia lifted her eyes from her coffee cup and looked at Janet as if she were a heron that had wandered into the wrong pond. Well, Olivia thought. Another clever trick from her mother-in-law to push her toward a divorce. "Would you like some tea?" "What?" Janet blinked. She had expected screaming, hysterics, at least some drama, but there was none. "I mean, you came with news, right? Maybe you'd like some tea. With lemon, perhaps." "Olivia, don't be hysterical." Janet kept talking, clearly thrown off by the calm reaction. Her daughter-in-law's composure was messing with her prepared script. "My dear, things happen in life." "They do. But my son, you know him, he's a decent man. He'll live with that Lily for a while, support her, you know, upbringing obliges. But you, please, keep yourself together. No scenes, I'm begging you." Janet sat on the edge of the couch, nervously adjusting the collar of her pantsuit, straightening her shoulders, trying to look like a woman who had everything under control. Olivia smiled back politely. Inside, she felt a small earthquake rising, not even from the betrayal itself, but from the sheer audacity of it all. Her hands trembled slightly, betraying her nerves, but she managed to hold herself together. The kettle on the stove began to whistle, but inside Olivia's soul, a whole samovar was already boiling. "You know, Janet," she said softly, "I probably would have never understood your family philosophy in all its depth if not for this morning. You're like a whole symphony of morality. Your son cheats on his wife, gets another woman pregnant, yet somehow remains a decent man. Tea, once again, yes or no?" "No, thank you," Janet replied stiffly. "I just came to talk woman to woman. I understand how hard this must be for you." "Oh, I see. You're doing it the kind way. Don't get sarcastic. You're a modern woman." "In Europe, they say, people live like this all the time, one in the bedroom, another near the bathroom." Fun and exciting. Olivia barely kept herself from screaming, her natural grace the only thing stopping her. Janet lifted her chin proudly. "Well, I've told you what I came to say. Take it as you want. But don't you dare torment my son." And she left. About an hour later, Olivia heard the front door lock click. She walked to the hallway and forced the brightest smile onto her face, though what she really wanted was to bare her teeth. The door opened and there was Mike, dragging a suitcase. Behind him, chin high, walked a young woman with a baby bump that she tried and failed to hide. "Well, the circus has arrived," Olivia muttered. "And all the clowns are here." To keep herself busy earlier, she had cleaned the floor, put fresh flowers in a vase, lit a lavender-scented candle, and even set out chocolate pastries, not for guests, but for the atmosphere. So when Mike and Lily proudly stepped into the hallway, Olivia greeted them like a hostess welcoming new clients. "Hi there," she said cheerfully. "Come on in, make yourselves comfortable." "Oh, Lily, what a lovely suitcase you have. Brand new, right?" Lily looked thrown off by the politeness. Like Janet, she'd expected tears, shrieks, flying dishes, not pastries on the table, and a calm woman in a robe holding coffee. "Olivia, listen," Mike started nervously. Mike, wait," she stopped him with a hand gesture. "I have a few questions before we move on to logistics. For your companion." "Lily," Olivia said sweetly, "let me ask you directly, are you okay with threesomes?" "What?" Lily nearly dropped her purse. "Well, since you'll be living with us now, I assume. We only have one bedroom and one big bed. So we can either share it or make a schedule, Monday's yours, Tuesday's mine. Or maybe you'll visit Mike when I'm at work." Mike froze. This wasn't his script anymore. "What the hell are you talking about, Olivia?" he muttered. "Sweetheart, don't interrupt. I'm negotiating with Lily about our future household, for your sake, actually." Olivia smiled again, calm as an evening breeze, thanks to a heroic dose of sedatives. "Oh, by the way, Mike, who are her parents?" "Just wondering who I'll be sharing the inheritance with." "What are you babbling about, you idiot?" Mike shouted, losing control. "No need to yell, dear. I'm just curious." Lily, is this your usual calculation or just an experiment? You married me for the apartment, right? I didn't blame you. Got used to it. You cook well, do the laundry, and you'd make a great nanny when the baby comes. You're like a multitasking housekeeper. I'd even pay you, honestly. Olivia, enough. Mike snapped, grabbing the suitcase. No, wait, honey. You brought a lady into our home, so I need to make sure she's healthy. Lily, do you have medical records? From a gynecologist, dermatologist, maybe a psychiatrist? We're going to live under one roof. I'd rather avoid surprises. I wasn't planning on living here with you, Lily suddenly said. You're the one who should leave. Mike and I are starting a new life. Right here. Olivia asked, feigning surprise. Old apartment, Mike with his beer, and his mom next door. That's your grand romance? Lily turned pale. Mike stood frozen, unsure what to say. What's the matter, Mike? Olivia asked. Say something. And don't shout, I've told you many times, leave your peasant manners at the door. Mike just waved his hand helplessly. The situation had completely slipped away from him. Excuse me, Olivia said, but I have one more question for Lily. When you decided to get pregnant by my husband, what exactly were you hoping for? I didn't mean, Mike said you two were practically roommates, that he loved me, Lily stammered. Oh, I believe that, Olivia nodded. Probably said it after his 5th shot of vodka. He's like a walking Cupid with horns, spreads love everywhere, bottle in hand. God, you're just bitter, Mike burst out. I stayed with you because it was convenient. You didn't nag, didn't ask questions, didn't get jealous. You said, live however you want. So I did. That's true, Olivia nodded. I didn't need a perfect husband, just someone warm, funny, and low maintenance. You suited me fine. Until today. And what's today? Today, my dear, you made a fatal mistake. You decided I'd be so patient I'd let your mistress move in. That's where you miscalculated. Olivia pulled a folder from her bag and laid it on the table. This is the deed for the apartment, signed by you, by the way, a year ago when you were half drunk. Remember that night? I drove you home from another party, and we stopped by the notary. You were so generous that you transferred everything to me. And this is the divorce petition. Already written. Don't worry, the court will deliver your copy. Oh, and here's another, a report to the police. Funny thing, Mike, your mom told me Lily's pregnant, and I thought I should check if she's even 18. I'm 20. I'm an adult. Lily shouted. Got proof? ID? Birth certificate. Go to hell, you lunatic. Mike yelled, grabbing Lily's suitcase and storming toward the door. Mike, wait. Where are you going? Lily ran after him. Wait. Olivia called after them. What about me? You said, we'll talk later, he muttered and disappeared. Silence settled over the apartment again. Olivia, trembling from a mix of anger and relief, opened a window and breathed in the cool air. She knew there'd be a messy divorce ahead, courts, paperwork, gossip. But she also knew one thing, she had kept her dignity. She really did feel like a heroine.